What is up, everybody? It's your boy Kyle right here, and we are back with Black Ops 6. And there's been a whole update out. I think it's like the update that's like that usually comes in the second half of the fucking season. They had 2 new maps, which they were supposed to add. Racket and Hacienda. It's most likely Hacienda. They added NUKETOWN Holiday, a NUKETOWN variant. They also have a new event called Merry Mayhem. And what's Gobblegum Mania? Okay, it won't let me check it out. I'm probably check it out tomorrow. This is just one of them ordinary, like, hey, just get a bunch of XP and shit, and then, more XP you get, more shit, and 3-round burst mod. Ooh, no. I mean, that could be broken for sure. Unlock a new weapon, another new weapon, when I don't even have the newest weapon. Come to think of it, did everybody complete the... Okay, unlocked an armory. How do I unlock it? Kick some brass. I'm playing NUKETOWN Holiday. It's just NUKETOWN Holidays out. Guess we're just getting full cool content. Woo. Great. What a great YouTuber I am. I so deserve the 100 subscribers that I got. I'm still grateful for that. Let me be grateful. I don't care if 100's not a lot at all. Just let me beat people. I'm not gonna lie, I've been in and out of this game recently. Not really because I have a lot going on right now. Not like bad. It's just a lot of things. I'm burnt out of Call of Duty. I'm not even burnt out of video games. I'm just burnt out of Call of Duty a little bit. I won't be burnt out once I get to the Nebula camo. Just once I get the Dark Matter, I don't even have Dark Spine, and I'm burnt out of the fucking game. I'm doing the last sniper, and I mean, snipers aren't as hard as I anticipated. If I'm gonna be honest, they aren't as hard as I anticipated. People think they're a fucking nightmare. People think the Goblin's a nightmare, which I could see where you're coming from, but I'm gonna be honest, I don't remember having any problems with the Goblin. I'm gonna be for real. Not one fucking problem. Like, yeah, I probably bitched about it, but I bitch about everything. But yeah, I know I'm like shaky on these uploads and stuff like that, and I'm like, fuck. Which I did say that in the little channel update I had. Like I said I had a lot going on, not like in a bad way where it's just like bad things going on for me. It's just a lot of things. It's quantity, not quality. But I'm gonna tell you a little story on how I got fired from one of my jobs yesterday. Why is he glowing? What the f? Yeah, I got fired from one of my jobs yesterday, which, I mean, somebody's probably gonna be like, oh, that's sad, how you imagine you're fucking fired? Like, I don't give a fuck. I got fired for a pretty stupid reason. So, Thanksgiving was last Thursday, right? So I go to Thanksgiving, and I have Thanksgiving off, like basically everyone fucking else. Why are you glowing at my schedule? And I thought I had to work Saturday, because I had off Friday and shit. So I was like, okay. And I always check my schedule, like right before I come in. I always check my schedule like 3-4 times. I also check like ahead of my schedule too. That's how I am. It might sound kind of weird, but again, that's how I am. I was like, okay. I looked at my schedule, and apparently I didn't have to work. Nothing. It didn't say my name on the schedule. I triple checked. I always do that. Or even quadruple checked. That's what I do a lot. So I checked 3-4 times. Don't work there. I'm like, okay, I guess I don't have to work. So I didn't go in. And then at 7 p.m. that day, I get a fucking voicemail from the GM. He's like, hey, it's the GM here. He said his name. I'm not gonna say his fucking name as much as I don't like him. He's like, hey. He's like, it's GM. If you didn't know. He's like, you're supposed to come in at 10:30 today. I don't know why you didn't come in. And then he hung up. So I didn't see that until the next day on Sunday. And the place I worked at, which was Grinders, they don't like open on Sundays. So I was like, okay. So I called in first thing on Monday, and my manager picked up, and I was like, hey, look, the GM called me a couple days ago. He was talking about I was supposed to come in at 10:30. I didn't see on my schedule. And then she was nice enough. She was like, yeah, sometimes it does that. Sorry about that. It does that to newer people. And I was like perfectly fine with that. I was like, okay, am I in trouble? She's like, no, you're not in trouble. She's like, you just have to come in on Wednesday. Because that's the first shift I have. And she was like, you're gonna have to, go in there and talk to him, because that's the only day he's gonna be there. So on Wednesday comes by, And you know, I go to an orientation to the second job I'm getting. Right after the orientation, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go in the grinders, you know, talk to the guy right before I was supposed to come in for work. So I go in, you know, say hi to a few people that I work with. I was like, hey, what's up? You know, and then I see the GM in the office, and then I go in there. I'm like, I'm sorry about that. Like, I didn't see that it's told me I didn't have to work that day. And he's like, you don't have to work. He's like, yes, you did. You had to fucking work that day. And this dude was literally giving me a fucking attitude. And I don't do well when people give me attitudes. But at the same time, like, I, you know, kept my cool. Because, you know, I kept my cool to keep my fucking job. So I'm sitting there listening to him fucking yap, and I'm like, well, maybe technology malfunction. He's like, oh, technology doesn't malfunction at random times. Which, that's a blatant fucking lie. It does all the fucking time with anything. So he's sitting there fucking bitching at me. And then I'm sitting there, I'm taking it, like, I'm literally taking it, pause. And in my head, I'm like, bro, can you just, like, shut up? Like, write me up if you have to. I don't give a fuck. Like, bro, I don't want to hear you bitch at me anymore. Yeah, so he's bitching at me, and then he was like, oh, if you weren't fucking stupid. Which, that shit literally crossed the fucking line. I don't fucking understand why the fuck, you know, I'm surprised he fucking said that. I never even had a manager call me fucking stupid. But yeah, that crossed the fucking line. So I sat there, I'm like, fuck you. And he's like, fuck me. He was like, how about I fire you? I'm like, I don't care, dude. Eat my fucking dick. And then I walked out. And then the manager walked out with me. And she's like a cool person. She, you know, she's actually like very nice to me. She was like, look, she's like, if you didn't like crash out on him and stuff or cuss him out, I could like had him apologize and you keep your job. And I'm like, look, like I'll sit there and take the attitude that he's fucking giving me. But I can't fucking, but if he calls me fucking stupid, I'm not gonna sit there and, you know, still take that. Like, no, I'm gonna be like, fuck you, dude. Like anyone else would in this situation. Like, there's nobody that would sit there and take it. I'm sorry. Maybe if you work at a construction job, because I mean, I heard construction jobs, like your fucking boss will like cuss at you and shit, but I feel like that's just normal. Alright, I'm not sitting here saying like, oh, just because I got called fucking stupid, I'm sitting here fucking crying and shit, fucking begging for people who have a whole ass Patreon and shit and GoFundMe because I'm fucking, oh, my heart's so broken because I got fired from a job that barely gave me any hours, so I got a second job just cause. Like, yeah, no. Like, I said, fuck that bald bitch. Oh, yeah, that's me getting fired from one of my jobs. What a fun story. I hope it turned out well because I'm not good at storytelling. I'm not fucking, you know, Luna. If I want to write Nuketown Holiday, I kind of like it, you know, it's Nuketown. Nuketown's always good, but it's like a cool, you know, snowy version. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like, subscribe, do whatever, and yeah, see ya.